When a dataset has a dozen numeric columns, no single ordinary chart can show it all. You've got two moves: show every axis at once and live with some clutter, or find a smaller set of axes that captures most of what matters. We'll do both. The parallel coordinates plot refuses to throw anything away. It stands the variables up as a row of axes, side by side, and draws each line as a line threading across all 13. Each axis is scaled to its own range, so a variable in the hundreds and one in fractions sit happily together. Color by cultivar and look for banding. Where one type sweeps high while another sweeps low, that variable tells the types apart. It's powerful, but 178 lines over 13 axes gets busy, which is exactly why we now reach for principal component analysis. Principal component analysis finds a small set of new axes that capture most of what makes your samples different, so you can see the whole data set on one plot. The first component points along the direction of greatest variance, the second along the next greatest, at a right angle. Because the early components soak up most of the variation, you can usually keep just 2 or 3. One rule first: standardize. Components chase variance, so a variable measured in the hundreds would swamp one measured in fractions, purely because of scale. Stratum standardizes for you, which is almost always what you want. The scree plot shows how much variance each component explains. Look for the elbow, where the bars flatten. That's where extra components stop earning their place. Now, the biplot. Every point is a wine. Every arrow is an original variable. Points that sit together are similar. Arrows pointing the same way are correlated variables. Color by cultivar and the 3 wine types separate cleanly. The same separation the parallel plot hinted at, now on 2 axes instead of 13. Principal component analysis shows the lay of the land. Clustering draws the borders. K means asks for one number. Clusters the count of groups, then finds them. To choose it well, switch the view to elbow. Stratum sweeps the count from 1 up to your max and plots the within cluster scatter against each. And just like the scree plot, the bend in that curve, the elbow, marks where extra clusters stop earning their place. Turn on silhouette to overlay a quality score that peaks at the best count. Then switch back to clusters and set it there. Don't want to commit to a count? Hierarchical clustering builds a tree instead. The dendrogram joins similar samples low and distant ones high. Use the cut K stepper to read off that many clusters. Used together, these turn a wall of numbers into a story you can point at. Next, prediction with the model you can read line by line, the decision tree.